Hi, it's Paul Roscoe with the Education Foundation, and we're here at the primary school with Mrs. Bagby, and their gardening class is going on here, and she's with Stephanie Berryhill. Stephanie, what is going on here?
Today we're setting up a can of worms, which is a worm compost system where you use the manure of the worms, and it makes the perfect and the most richest organic fertilizer that in the world.
And you have a bag of worms? You had a bag of worms there?
There were 2,000 worms
2,000
in this
worms.
bag. So there are 2,000 worms going into our beginning of our vermicompost system.
And then you'll take these worms and put them out into the your garden area.
Actually, we won't take the worms out. The worms are going to be creating compost.
Right. What we're doing is we're actually creating a self-contained environment to employ these worms to do what their relatives in the garden do naturally. So the worms will be kept in this can of worms vermicompost system. They're bedded in coconut fiber. They'll be fed by the students here, and Mrs. Bagby and other teachers will give them scraps, vegetables, vegetable peelings, and they'll also be giving them, which is the nitrogen, and they'll also be giving them carbon sources like paper, eggshell, coffee grounds, and in about probably a year they'll have some really nice rich worm manure, which is called vermicompost.
And then they'll take that manure and then spread it out onto their garden area?
Right. There's 3 different ways that they can use that. They can use it as a dressing to apply around some really nice special plants like tomatoes. They can use it as a seed starter. They can use, take the finished worm manure, compost, and mix it in with peat and start seeds for tray seeding, or it can also be used as a foliar applicant. You can take there's a catch tray at the bottom of the system. There's liquid that falls through, and there's a tap on this system, and so they can drain the system and dilute the liquid and use it directly. They can use it full strength, which you probably wouldn't want to do, or it can be diluted and applied just like you would Miracle-Gro, but this is like 1,000 times better than Miracle-Gro.
Students should enjoy doing this. It's something they'll learn, about fertilization of the plant, the garden area. So it's good. It should be a good project for them.
Right, and it's totally sustainable. It's organic. No chemicals are involved, and this is the best type of fertilizer that you can possibly use to help.
And what kind of worms are these again? Are these special worms, or?
They're red wiggler worms.
Right. Okay, very good. I appreciate you talking with us, and look forward to seeing the accomplishments of the students. And how does your garden grow, Mrs. Bagby?
We're excited here at Bagby Primary with our children's garden with the collaboration and partnership from the Muskogee Food Sovereignty Initiative. We're very appreciative to Ms. Berryhill to bring out this system, teach us how to use it, give us some guidelines on how to keep it, and we're just excited about looking to see our garden grow strong and healthy with our new compost system.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.